So I got a lot of comments like this on my mermaid video about whether or not they could be sirens, and I thought maybe I'd take the opportunity to talk about what sirens kind of are in folklore, because it's a little bit different than what some folks and what Hollywood has made them. So while mermaids are seen in pretty much almost every culture, like they have their own version of mermaids pretty much in every kind of folklore that's out there, sirens are a little bit more specific to Greek mythology. People believe that sirens were actually not merfolk, but more like the picture right behind me. A little bird-like, like really close to what you might think a harpy would be. And the biggest thing about sirens versus merfolk folklore is that sirens would sing, and that would kind of put people in trances and lure them to their death. So I'm not saying that there are other cultures that didn't have stories similar to sirens. There definitely are, but they weren't close to mermaids like people thought. They're more close to what happens with Odysseus, literally depicted behind me, and his run-in with the sirens, where he's tied to a mast because the bird-like creatures were coming and singing and trying to get him to go into the water. But yeah, so in folklore and mythology, sirens aren't very much like mermaids like they are today in the movies we have. They're bird-like, they're not always evil, but most of the time they are trying to get people to unalive themselves in the sea, whereas mermaids definitely have some stories about them being evil, but in like older Greek mythology kind of thing, they're a little bit more tame.